Good morning, welcome to Pouring Through Life. I haven't done any blooms for a little while, so I'm going to do a bloom. I mixed up some new cell activator today, so I'm trying that out for the first time. I'm going to do the black cell activator before. When I've done it, I've had the Amsterdam's Payne's Gray, but not the true Amsterdam black one. So I'm just moving the stuff around a little bit, get my area to unlevel. Put this under there. Get this area going, and we'll get my pillow paint down. My pillow paint is a combination of semi-gloss white house paint, and this one is Bare, and my pouring medium, which in an earlier video I go into great detail on the pouring medium. So I put it in a more manageable bottle, an old Floetrol bottle, just because it's just easier to pour it. Checking for chunks as I pour it. It's pretty thin actually, so take a little bit out and move this around a little bit. Okay, so the colors I'm working with are Folk Art Color Shift Green, Color Flash Green. I'm not going to do any black in here because the cell activator is black. This is the Color Shift Purple. Unfortunately, I thinned it with the wrong bottle, and instead of my pouring medium, I used an old, almost empty cell activator bottle. So maybe we'll get some cool effects, maybe we won't. 24 Karat Gold by DecoArt. Then I have, this is DecoArt Magenta Shimmer. Then I have the Color Shift Aqua. Then this one is Folk Art Dragonfly Glaze. This is the red, violet, blue shift color. So it's a kind of a creamy white with those iridescent colors to it. And this is Art Minds Silver. This is Folk Art Plaid Fiery Red, which really mostly looks pink to me. It has a little bit of glitter in it. That would be kind of a fun color to try out. And then I'm going to do the gold again. I'm going to do a little bit of the aqua again. And a little drop of green. And the cell activator. Cross your fingers, it works. I should have. Ooh, it works great. Torch it. It's amazing the difference when you have the right products for the blooms. Makes all the difference in the world. You want to, after you pour it, you want to let it move itself back to the center. After you blow it, I mean. Pretty. Amsterdam paints. They are special. Look, They're pricey, but I think you pay for what you get. I'm just gonna get the next tile ready with the house paint and the colors. Try to remember the order I did them in, I guess. So I did green first. I want this set to be pretty close to the same. I did green, I did, what, honey?
I want to hug you.
You want to hug me? I have paint on me though, honey. Here. Here. Love you.
Love you too.
Gentle shimmer. Gentle shimmer. What's wrong?
What the heck, Ryder? How did you do that? I just have to get another. No, Ryder.
Color shift blue. And pink. And green again. Let's turn this because it is rolling that way. My kids know I'm taping, so they choose to be loud and annoying every time that I turn my recordings on. My daughter Sophia is my little helper most of the time, but my daughter Ava knows I'm recording and she's trying to be as annoying as possible. Because that's what little 4-year-olds do. They be annoying.
You're just really annoying.
Sophia knows. Okay, I'm just gonna torch this because I forgot to do it the last time. Before I put the cell activator, let me move this one around. Look at how pretty this is. This is beautiful. Super stoked that I got the right mixture for the black cell activator. I have to see how it dries though, because I've had it where it looks amazing, wet, and then dries funky.
How many subscribers do you have?
I have no idea.
Can I have a cookie?
You may.
Yay! Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome, honey. Thank you for asking. Sophia, can you please be quiet?
Okay.
Thank you.
Ryder, what are you doing?
Look at how cool that looks. Trick when you work in a small space is not dripping on your other projects. I have ruined. Go right ahead. I said go ahead.
Okay.
If you can be quiet, that is. Thank you. These colors almost feel kind of muted compared to the black cell activator, which is kind of what I was wanting. I wanted the black to be striking and different. The next set I'm going to do after this set is going to be my favorites, the blues and greens. But with the black cell activator, because I haven't done that lately. Well, ever. I had a black, but it did not work as good as this is. So when you move it, you want to move the center of your paint. So you tilt off to one corner. You want to get your paint back to the paint weight back to the center of your piece. And then you want to move on to the next corner. So I haven't done this corner yet. I like that it is moving slow because it won't craze. There's a less chance of crazing or cracking when you know that you've tilted off enough paint. almost dropped it. My hands are getting slippery from the paint. It's funny because I don't wear gloves that often when I paint, but when you're working with house paint, it's so hard to get off your skin. So I wanted to have somewhat clean hands today. I had a mishap with resin yesterday when I could not get it off my skin. I was cleaning a container I used, thought it was completely dry, poured some rubbing alcohol in it and was cleaning it, and in reality it was still really wet, and it took me hours of scrubbing my hands to get that sticky, icky stuff off my skin. Come on, stretch out. It's distorting a little bit. I don't know that I had enough pillow paint on here because the pillow paint was super thin. Okay, so I don't like this one. Probably redo this one. I don't want my lacing to get all wonky like that. So we'll chalk that up to a failure and move on to this one. Okay. It has interesting stuff, but it's not what I wanted. Sit for a second. Time I'm not going to wait as long. It's really pretty. Some really neat cells popping up right in here. Come on. All right. Over there, so we'll start there. Corner. Come on. There she goes. Now she's moving right. Oh yeah. That's much better. Much better. So once you do that, once again, you gotta pull the paint back to the middle. So you bring your weight of your paint down. I'm gonna scrape off that other one I don't like and redo it. Cute. I like this one a lot. It's really pretty. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna let her sit here. So let me just flip that around like so. Let me get a stick. I'm going to scrape this one off because I'm not happy with that one. Bye-bye. I decided to tape off the backs of these to make it easier when I resin them because I'm tired of sanding. Ugh, I hate it. I hate with a passion sanding off bumps of resin. And you can babysit it, yeah, and catch every single drip, but when you're pouring like 15 or 16 of them, it's impossible to catch every single drip. There goes my torch. Okay, let's get right on it. I don't want it to move around too much, so I want to go green. Gold. Green, gold, purple. Purple for some reason is super thin. I messed up the mix somehow. Not real happy with that purple. I'll probably dump it out. It needs to be thicker like these ones are. When you have consistency issues with your paint, it never turns out right. You want them to be, all of them to be exactly, as close to exactly the same consistency as you can. Otherwise, you'll have some that sink, some that float, some that mix together gross, make ugly colors. But if you have them the right consistency, they don't do that. Sorry, I'm not telling you guys the colors because I'm trying to get all this paint on there before it mixes together and gives me mud. Oh, silver, I was gonna do the silver. My hands are getting so dirty. Silver, I'm gonna do gold, this green again. Doesn't have to be pretty. Some people like to have the perfect little puddles when they do this. I like to mingle the colors just because when you blow it out, then you'll have petals that have a little bit of every color in them, and I like that personally. Not everybody likes that, and to each his own, but that's what I like. And I also vary which color is my top color every time almost. All right, so wipe my hands again. Pick up my torch. Quick little torch on that. And we'll get the cell activator. When I do the cell activator, I do it 1/4 of the puddle, the color puddle. Touch it again. Hands again. I always keep a package of baby wipes right next to my workspace. And paper towels. All right. Once again, I'm not going to let it wait because I don't want to lose my pretty design. So move it around a little bit and let it free itself. See where the weight of the paint is. It seems to be right here. I blew down to the center, and so that center part grabbed on really good. I don't prefer that. I'd like the center to be free. so you don't get a distorted picture, I guess. This way. Let's see where we're going. I still think it's this way. Pretty. So pretty. It's even gonna look better when it gets a coat of resin on it.
Mommy,
What?
birthday cake, please.
They're all gone, honey. You ate them all. There's none left. But I think after I'm done painting, I think we're gonna make those cookies. There is something in my paint right here. Glob of something. It's another little trick. Keep skewers handy. See something in there, you wanna grab it while it's wet, because once it dries, it's not coming out. And you'll see that bump in there. The resin disguises a lot of flaws. Right now I can't, honey. I'm right in the middle of painting. You're gonna have to wait, okay? Then no, you may not. The answer is no. Whoever said 2 was terrible didn't have a 3 or a 4-year-old.
I don't want to be quiet.
I'm just getting the weight of the paint back to the center. And then this pretty one will be done. Pretty. Kind of want to take a little bit of this corner off. But I'm just going to see if I have enough paint on here to do so. If not, I don't want to distort the rest of the lacing. But it might move. Come on. Sorry if you guys can't see me stretching this paint. It's hard to determine where the camera sees. I'm shooting with my cell phone. And I know approximately where it's sat, but when I'm lifting and moving it around, I don't know. Okay, so this is going a little bit wonky. So this will be the jinxed tile. Should have left it alone, but I think it's still pretty. And it will move some more as it dries. Okay. Well, you should have asked nicely, and maybe you would have gotten one. No, you threw a fit. I don't even want to hear it right now. You're yelling and screaming when you know I'm taping a video. I don't know why you do that to me every time, but you do. So rude. Try a little bit less pillow paint and see if I get a better result. I'm gonna put the aqua flash down first. Gold. And I'm gonna go purple. So, oh no. The flash color, which one is this one? This is the red, blue, violet flash. Pink plaid, fiery red plaid color, whatever that means. Then the other flash color, white. Then the fun green color. And gold, silver. And gold again. I love the Decor Extreme Sheen, it's my fave. And aqua. And I'm going to finish it off with the purple. I'm getting messier by the moment. Torch it. And cell activator. Just playing with it at this point just to see what I can get. That'll be weird because I blew into the pillow paint too much. I don't want to blow into the pillow paint as much as I just did because then it sticks. Where you blow down will stick to the tile and then that stays put. It won't move around. This is turning into a longer video than I planned. You never know how things are going to work out. So. You can tell my favorite color is Extreme Sheen. Gold just is always so pretty in these pours. I love it. Top it off with a little bit of turquoise again, or the aqua flash. Okay, that's it for a second. And let's move this one around. Although the majority of it's moved for me. Don't have much to do. So even though that purple is weird, the color is weird, it actually is a nice little pastel hue in here. It isn't what I was wanting, but it worked out okay. these around. Still learning this technique. I'm not a pro at it by any stretch of the imagination. I haven't been successful at doing it on anything larger than a small tile, really. I've done one painting on a canvas that I spun out that worked pretty good in my cake spinner. I was happy with that one, but even so, the center cracked. I've been trying to find a better paint mixture for the pillow paint that works, and I've had no luck. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Put this one here. Let her move around and do her thing. Okay, I'm gonna torch this, and then I'm going to sew activator on it and get to work. And then we'll be done. Okay, the paint moved back to the center. I love that turquoise, it's such a cool color. These are all kind of wonky, but I think because they're all wonky that they go too fine together. I'm still learning, guys. It's not the easiest technique in the world to master. If you're new to acrylic pouring, this is one of the harder techniques to do, for sure. If you like the video I'm sharing with you, please hit the subscribe button. Your support is everything. Also, you can hit the notification bell. That way, when I post another video, you will get notified of that. And I try to do a video every single day. It just depends on editing, and it takes a little bit of time because it's something new to me. And getting it right, and making sure there's no music in the background and that type of deal. So it's a learning curve for me personally. But I do love hearing from y'all and hearing comments and whatnot. It's nice to have your input. Constructive criticism and input is always nice. One of these days, I will get it figured out. Oops. I'm wiping off my sticks and putting my paint away so that they don't dry up, because that's one thing you don't want to have happen when you've spent time and money putting your paints together. And I have these little containers. These are actually baby food jars that I bought on Amazon that the lid is attached, which I really like that. It keeps the paint in an orderly fashion. Plus you can mix up small batches and put a little label on there and know what color is which. And it's nice. It's easy to do a quick pour versus having to pre-mix up a ton of paint, and yeah, that's frustrating sometimes. It's when I do the bigger pours or dirty pours or straight cups or open cups. You have to mix up quite a bit more paint than what you do for doing this technique. Before, it used to be a hassle just to mix up a tiny little bit of paint, and that's why I didn't really do this technique very often. Because I don't want to spend all that time mixing up paint for a little tiny picture. But now I have it pre-mixed and I can do it whenever I feel like it, and it makes things easier. green is coming across yellow in this for some reason. Must be the black watering it down a little bit or changing the color a little bit. Or, oh well, I did put the gray on it, so maybe the silver changed the green a little bit.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, I'm just about done here. I'm gonna give all of them a torch and set them aside to dry. I'm gonna do another color. I'm gonna do blues and greens with the black cell activator. It's gonna have to be it. I want to show you one of the ones that I did finished. This is with white cell activator, and then on the back I did cork and my little stamp. I also have a Facebook group called Pouring Through Life, and I sell everything that I feature in my videos on my Facebook page. If you're interested, feel free to find us. We'd love to hear from you. And remember, if you want to watch more videos, please hit the subscribe button and the little bell to get notifications. Let's bring you in for a close-up. Sorry, the glare from the ring light is a little bit absurd. Pretty interesting. All right, you guys have a good day, and we'll see you on the next pour.